But I wouldn't be surprised if Tio pulls it out. But he's gonna have to revert back to what he was 3 or 4 fights ago. We haven't seen that Teofimo Lopez in 2 or 3 years now. So it's been a while.
What up, what up, what up? It's your boy back again. Marlo Knows Boxing and Marlo Knows Basketball. Back day after a great, amazing fight. Wasn't as great of a fight as I thought it would be. Very, very shocked. Teofimo Lopez not only won the fight. I picked Josh Taylor to win, as y'all saw, but I said I wouldn't be surprised if Teofimo pulls it out. But he's gonna have to revert back to who he was 2 or 3 fights ago. The Tio that beat Richard Comey, Lomachenko, and gave all those amazing performances. And he definitely went back to that Tio. Very, very happy for Tio, man. He really showed that he is the takeover. The reason why I picked Josh Taylor to win that fight was mainly because of this fight, which was him versus Sandor Martin, in which Tio, as you see, getting knocked down right here. He didn't look like the best version of Tio, man. I just didn't know if he could get back to that level. But he certainly proved me wrong, man. But this is the main reason why I picked Josh Taylor, because this was Tio's last fight, and it was a subpar performance. You know, of course, the fight he lost against Kambosos, 2 fights before this one. I didn't think that Tio had it in him to go back to what he was in 2020, 2019. But he proved me wrong, man. And again, like I said in my last video, I'm not shocked that Tio won. I definitely thought this was going to be a close fight. I thought it was going to be a close fight. It's the way that Tio won. I'm shocked that it wasn't a close fight. I scored the first round for Josh Taylor. I gave the 3rd round to Josh Taylor, and I gave the 4th round to Josh Taylor. So going into the 5th round, I had Josh Taylor winning 3-1. Josh Taylor didn't win another round. Tio won round 5, round 6, round 7, round 8, round 9, round 10, and closed round 11, and closed the show out in round 12, and didn't leave it to chance. He was, I'm winning all these rounds. And Tio showed his talent. He showed his speed. He showed his power. Josh Taylor mixed it up with him a couple times, and I think it was like the 5th round where Tio really started landing and getting clean shots. And Josh Taylor took a couple of those clean shots as you see him walking into one. He felt that power, man. Tio, I was wrong, man. He did bring that power to 140. He just didn't show it against Sandor Martin. But he did bring it up with him, because after that point in the 5th round, Josh Taylor did not want to mix it up anymore. Josh Taylor's punch output dropped significantly. He stopped throwing punches, as many punches as he was, and he was scared to get hit. The same way Lomachenko was in the first half of his fight against Teofimo Lopez. So great performance by Tio, man. The takeover is back. The takeover is back, man. I know he's been going through a lot. I know his dad's been getting criticized and everything like that. That'll shut up a lot of people that were saying that his dad was kind of overbearing and wasn't a good enough trainer for him to be good and continue to his greatness on this level. So that last night really shut up a lot of that noise. His dad looks good in this. Tio looks amazing. He's the new king of the 140-pound division, man. Josh Taylor, he was the best at the 140 division. I wouldn't say he was far and away the best. He was slightly the best. Like I said in the previous video, he had a very close fight with Regis Prograis, and he arguably lost the fight against Jack Catterall. As you can see, Jack Catterall was teeing off on him. A lot of people scored that fight for Jack Catterall, man. I thought it was a draw. As you see, Jack Catterall with an amazing combination knockdown when he knocked down Josh Taylor. Josh Taylor really struggled in this fight, man. So Yeah, he was not. But even before last night, he was not far and away the best 140 pounder. He definitely had the best argument, but after his performance against Jack Catterall kind of looked like he might have won that fight. So it's not like Josh Taylor was this looked like he was unbeatable at 140. He arguably lost the fight before he just fought Tio last night. But after the top rank contract is up, man, what's next for Tio, man? What's next for Tio, man? A lot of people want to see him versus Regis Prograis. Before that fight last night, I would have favored Regis going into that. But after seeing the way he just totally dismantled Josh Taylor and did it with ease. It was not a difficult fight for him at all. I feel like Regis Prograis definitely struggled with Josh Taylor. I thought his fight with Josh Taylor was a close fight, could have went either way, but Tio dominated Josh Taylor. So I would have to favor Tio against Regis if they were to fight next. So yeah, Regis Prograis is one option. I don't think that would be an easy fight for Tio, but I would favor Tio to win that fight. Definitely would favor Tio to win that fight. Regis Prograis is the WBC junior welterweight champion, so that would be a unification bout. Tio would be able to pick up the WBC to go along with the WBO that he just beat Josh Taylor for. Another option, if Tio is willing to put his little friendship aside, I don't know if they still really tight like that, but they were really tight a couple of years ago. Him and Rolly Romero. Of course, Rolly was gifted his last fight and gifted the WBA junior welterweight title in his last bout against Barosas. So if Tio wants an easy, and this will be an easy fight for Tio. I wouldn't see this fight going more than 2 rounds. Tio knocks Rolly out within 2 rounds, and that's being generous to Rolly. Just to take that WBA title, that's another unification bout. If Tio wants to, and that would be a pretty easy fight, good fight to end that top rank contract, so he can get out of that and leave with 2 belts. He at that point he'll have the WBO as well as the WBA junior welterweight titles. After the top rank contract is over, he could fight this guy, the undisputed lightweight champion of the world. Champion versus champion. Obviously, Devin Haney would move up. He would move up to fight Tio at 140. That would be an amazing box office fight. This fight's been building up for years now. Both these guys have been going at it for years. The sparring stories, the fathers going at it. Got Bill Haney running around looking for Tio Sr. at liquor stores and all of that. That'll be a box office fight. But again, just like Regis Prograis, I would favor Tio in this fight. Tio is a smarter fighter, has more power, just a better fighter than Devin Haney at this point. So I would favor Tio to win that one as well. But this last option ain't so simple. It would make the most money for sure. This fight could possibly do 2 million pay-per-view buys. We looking at a payout of at least $50 million for both fighters. I believe it should be. But this is the one fight that is on the table that the fans want to see, and that's a realistic possibility at the end. Probably not the end of 2023, but 2024, maybe 2025. But Tio versus Tank Davis. I picked against Tank one time against Ryan, and I was sadly mistaken, man. Tank's power is different, man. Tank's intelligence in the ring is different. The way he sets traps, the way he is able to time his punches and land that perfect shot and his power is like this is this is this is Mike Tyson if Mike Tyson wasn't a heavyweight. That's who Tank Davis is. It's Mike Tyson if Mike Tyson wasn't a heavyweight, but a smarter fighter than Mike Tyson. If this fight gets made, it will be the fight of the century. Tank versus Tio. But unlike the Regis Prograis or Devin Haney or Catterall or any other fight that could realistically be made for Tio at this point in his career, Tio would be the favorite to beat anybody except Tank Davis. If they fight, I got Tank Davis, man. I'm sorry. I got Tank Davis winning this fight. And I would have Tank Davis winning it by knockout, to be honest. Like I said, man, his power and his intelligence is different, man. It's different, man. Tank is a very special fighter, man. He's a very special fighter. In my opinion, I feel like Tank might be the best boxer in the world right now. And that's with all respect to the Errol Spences and the Terrence Crawfords, was they fight coming up and everything like that. I just feel like Tank might be the best, man. And he's only getting better. With each fight, Tank gets better and better and smarter and smarter. I just don't think Tio can beat this guy, man. But at the end of the day, man, right now, this is Tio's time, man. This is his time to shine. The Takeover is back. He's at the top of the 140 division. He was previously at the top of the 135 division. This is a great, I'm as a boxing fan, this is just great to witness. An incredible all-time great fighter if he continues to fight. I know he's talking about retirement, man. I hope that's not true. All of us boxing fans are waiting to see, man. But as a boxing fan, this was great for boxing. He also stole the night. He stole the night from Amanda Nunes. From Amanda Nunes, Dana White, and the UFC. They put that fight up against Tio and Josh Taylor, man. Tio stole the night, man. I don't see anybody talking on social media talking about the Amanda Nunes fight, man. Everybody's talking about the Teofimo Lopez fight. So this is a win for boxing. Honestly, deep down, I knew that Tio winning the fight against Josh Taylor would be better for boxing. Tio is charismatic. He's a star. He's amazing, man. He's amazing. I'm just happy to see it, man. And, hopefully he does not retire and we can see the Takeover continue.